up, you guys? It's the real Coach Shay, and I'm back at you with another video. Today's video will be on a talk to Coach Shay.
Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. I'm not. We don't got high.
So I'm gonna give you a little snippet of my 2019 on how it's been going, and just a little bit of brief, past of my 2018. So you guys, okay, I'm gonna just tell you today is the 10th. Hey, I'm not even keeping up on dates. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. I've been so busy with work and trying to, get my life together. It's 2019. So I just want to start by saying, 2019 has been so eye-opening, and I thought 2018 was going to be eye-opening, but it's reality that 2019, God has really been showing me everything that I should see, and anything that I shouldn't see, He's blocking out all of it, and that is the greatest part. I'm only 18. I will be 19. My birthday is June 19th, guys, for all of my followers to know that Juneteenth, y'all already know the deals. And if you do not know Black history, Juneteenth is when they freed the slaves, which is the biggest, I would say the most biggest day of history. But no one accomplished, no one ever really give it its credit. But that's the biggest day in history, you guys, whether you know it or not, period. So I just want to start by saying I had 4 breakdowns. And not even saying breakdowns, I mean 4 boys that I had to break down to them, that me and them wasn't really a thing. And me and them shouldn't be a thing because it's a new year. I don't see myself doing. So for the first boy, I just want to start by saying was a guy we was talking to, we were texting. He was a cool friend, we were texting or whatever. Finally went to go see him. So when I did go see him, I actually tried to where I can sense your vibe before you, even try to offspring off of me, I'm a real vibe reader. So when I came up to him, it was kind of awkward and weird. I felt awkward. I felt weird. I felt uncomfortable. So when me and him was looking, he never really made, long conversation. He always made quick conversations. When I say quick, it was he'll say one thing, I'll answer, and then it was a complete silence. Ladies, you do not want a boy like that. Trust me, you do not want a boy that you have to constantly think of something just to have a conversation with this boy, because he's not knowledgeable to think, oh, let me actually talk to this girl and actually try to get to know her and see what type of person she really is. Some boys don't do that. And when I say, actually, all boys don't do that, because men are the one that actually, and you know what? All men are not the same too. Well, some people, I can say, some people. So when I was talking to him, I told him, I had to tell him straight up, hey, you don't know how to talk. You're just silent. Are you shy? He's like, no, I'm not shy. He's like, I just don't, talk to people. And when I had to think, he said, I don't really like people like that. And I had to really think, well, why am I here? Because obviously, if you didn't like people that much, you wouldn't be talking to me. And obviously, if you felt I feel you knew that you did not know how to communicate with a girl, he thought that I didn't know how to talk, that I was just gonna sit there, look stupid, and, just basically go with whatever he was gonna do. So no, he started to be all touchy and feely, and then that's when I had to push him back, hey, I didn't come for that. I came to, basically see how you was in person, because just because you can talk on the phone and communicate with somebody or text or whatever, you still don't know how they are as a single human being. And so when I tried to get a feeling of his vibe, it was kind of strange, because he didn't know how to communicate. So that's was boom, stop talking to him. He's not for you, and he's not the one to talk. So the second guy that I wanted to say is, the second guy was one of my exes, and this all happened in the same day. Trust me, it's so crazy. The second guy, he calls me up. He asked me, I haven't talked to him since I don't know how long, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I haven't talked to him since I don't know how long. So it was oh. Ladies, we all know we got that one boy. Come on now. He's calling me. So, he called me up and said, like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just doing nothing, just laying down, chilling. Wondering, like, why am I'm in my head, I didn't want to be rude and say, like, what the, you doing my phone? Like, why are you calling me? You feel me? Like, hang up and boom, call scene. But, I was professional with it and I was just cool and conjugal. So, he called me up like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, chilling. He like, where you at? I immediately, like, I had to look at my phone, do a twice. It's like, hold on, did he just ask me, like, where I'm at? I tell him, like, I'm home. He like, oh, where? He like, in Riverside? I'm like, yeah. He like, oh, when you coming back out here to LA? That's when I immediately spotted out another sign that told me, don't bring this person in your life. He's gonna mess it up because he already did. That was a lesson in 2018. Leave him in the past and do not let this man or this boy, this little boy actually coming back into your life, because he just gonna mess it up and you're gonna start over and over and over again. So what you don't, when you're stepping into a new year, that means new things, new opportunity, new faith, new everything. You're starting new everything. You don't even know what's going to happen before, because it's a new year. So you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know anything. So you're like, okay, I want to start my year off with a good note. You feel me? So that's what made me actually open my eyes and realize these boys that were in my life in 2018 were in my life for a reason. And y'all need to realize that when people come into your life, you need to really think about it. Like, you just think, oh, they're trying to mess my life up, or they're trying to make me a bad person, or they're trying to manipulate my whole life and take over me and just make me a bad person. No, these people are brought from God to actually show you that He's not the one. He's somebody you have to watch over in the near future. Because if God bless you to see 2019, do not take that person you were stressing over, crying over, and basically worried over in 2019, because he was a 2018 person, which means he was only in your life for a short season to say, this is what not to do, this is what to do, and this is how you do it. Cut off all of the bad boys in your life. Ladies, realize this. Are you dating an onion or a man? Somebody that makes you cry all the time and just makes you so worried and bleary and makes your eyes couldn't even see. If you're blinded by your love, you need to realize this now. Really realize that if this man is not in your life to make it any better, because only God Himself brings good things. He only will give you good things that are blessings. So if you think this man that makes you cry all the time, makes you sad and worried, you think he's a blessing from God? No, that is just that is a lesson that God brought in your life, because God will test you, and everybody know this. And can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Now, can I get an amen? Yes, He is a lesson to tell you, like, honey, you ain't never dealt with this boy. You ain't never dealt with this type of boy. But I'm telling you this now. This boy, he gonna change your life. Whether you know it, this is life knocking on the door. He's not gonna do better for you. He's not gonna bring better for you. So while I let you live in 2019, I advise you to think about this and actually try to bring better to yourself. And when people actually hear me talking, they realize that I'm only 18. And trust me, I've been talking like this since I was 16 and 17, because I've been through so much. And every life situation showed me everything that I should know. And that is God's gift. He shows you life experience before your time. That is a blessing, because he knows what to do and what not to do. So getting on to the third boy that I was saying. On the third boy, so another ex. Oh, wait, it was only 3 things. Okay, so the 3 things, yeah, it was only 3 boys. So, another ex. So another ex hits me up today, actually. Today. And that's what inspired me to make this whole video, because I had to go off and tell him. So he comes to me and was like, what you doing? And he tell me like, hey, you've been acting fake towards me. And I look at him like he FaceTimed me. So I look at him like, what do you mean fake towards you? Like, every time you come in my life, I gave him 3 chances, literally. The first time he talked to me, nothing ever happened. Listen, we've been friends since we were in elementary. We've been friends since we've been elementary, mind you. So, you know, his brother went out with my cousin and everything just happened so much. Like, I mean, if you're watching this video, then you know who I'm talking about. So, you know, he came up to me and video chatted me saying like, hey, you know, why are you so fake to me? Why you been treating me like this or whatever? I haven't listened, you guys. I haven't been treating him like anything. I haven't talked to him for a reason because he hasn't talked to me. He hasn't communicated with me. He hasn't even texted me back or anything. He hasn't even, you know, made an effort to actually say that I actually want to talk to you, basic. So I told him like, hey, you haven't talked to me since when? You haven't, you know, tried to make an effort to show me that you actually liked me for me. And he said, I told him, I said, so what did you actually want from me? He said, well, in that time, I wasn't ready for a relationship. I said, so why were you trying to talk to me? Because obviously, if you wasn't ready for a relationship, you should have told me that from the get-go. And ladies, if he is not ready for a relationship, he only wants one thing. Only want one thing. He only want one thing because there's there's 2 things. There's relation and there's relationships. He only wanted relations, and I told him that, like, you only wanted relations with me because it wasn't, you wanted to get to know me as a person. You wanted to get to know me as a sexual tool. I kept asking him, like, if you didn't want a relationship, what did you want from me? He couldn't answer that. So if y'all need to ask, if you have a man that y'all been talking to for a while and y'all still ain't in a relationship, ask him, what do you want from me actually? Relationship or relations? And if y'all comfortable with just, you know, giving somebody your body without y'all being, you know, together, then that's y'all thing. Hey, I'm not gonna judge you by that. That's your thing. So I told him like, hey, you didn't want relationships with me. You only wanted relationships. So leave it at that. Like, why try to play me? Because you thought I was stupid. You thought I didn't realize, and you thought I didn't have the mindset to actually think about, do he really want to talk to me, or do he really just want what I think he just wanted? And he told me like, no, I don't want to use you. I said, well, what do you want from me? He couldn't answer the question. He didn't know what he wanted from me. And I told him like, so do you want a friend? Do you want somebody to talk to? Because I mean, we was friends before, so obviously we can continue on with that friend level. He still didn't know what he didn't know. Like, he just didn't know. He was baffled by my whole reaction of it's like he didn't know how to say it, like he didn't know how to explain it, like what did he want from me? And I'm just like, okay, that's another sign telling me that God was really trying to get me out of your life. And this is the thing, when God is trying to break something away from you, trust me, he will bring it back to test you. He will bring it back, because when you thought that whole trial was over, he will bring it back just to test you and to say, is she really ready to move on? Is she really ready to go another chapter in her life? Or is she ready to go back to that chapter and continue on with whatever bad chapter I was on? Not eyes. And for all my atheist people, I'm sorry. You don't have to watch this video if y'all so religious. I'm sorry, I'm a religious person, so sorry. I have no remorse of whatever your feelings is, because it's not my feelings, it's your feelings. Yeah. So he will really open your eyes, and that's basically anything. Like, people will test you in life. Y'all need to realize that people will test you. Yes. And if it's either you're gonna pass this test or you're gonna fail every time. And trust me, honey, I felt like I really passed that test. Y'all don't know how happy I was when I really had the confidence, because last year I did not have the confidence to tell these boys no, or I always, tried to make an excuse on me trying to talk to them again. Nah, honey, I told them, if you're not trying to benefit my life or benefit me, oh, honey, I don't need you in my life. You can leave. You can go on. Bye. Period. Because I'ma always keep it real, because that's the type of person I always been. I always been the person to, keep it real. I didn't really have a lot of friends. People didn't really talk to me, and I still don't have a lot of supporters or friends, but hey, that's me. I'ma still, speak my word, even though a lot of people hearing me. And when I go into a room with 1,000 people, I talk just like I'm talking to one person, and that is me. That is the type of person I've always been. I've never been so shy. I used to be shy in middle school, but I grew up. I grew up and actually earned the confidence to really talk to people, because I was dark skinned, I'm tall, I was the tallest person, I'm real, I wasn't really pretty. I felt like I wasn't really pretty in that time. But now that I'm older, trust me, my confidence level then went up. Yes. Yeah. Confidence went up. And that's not, no one gave me confidence. It's something that came to me personally. So when people be like, I can try to, up your confidence, you can't do that. That's a person thing. That's a personal thing. And please don't try to help anybody, because if they're not comfortable with it, they're not going to do it. So a lot of people be trying to change people in life. See, look, let me not talk about that situation. So that is going to be another video I'm going to talk to y'all about. But y'all, if you have not, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, cause it's the real crochet. Yeah. Y'all, but for real, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Show me your support, because I really need more knowledgeable people, and I need more supporters that actually feels what I got to say, because not a lot of people that I hang around, like to hear what I gotta say, and it kind of baffles me. Like, I don't have these type of, positive people in my life. So if you guys, please, if you are this positive person, please subscribe to my channel, and actually you can comment things you want me to talk about, or things you're going through, or if you need any help or advice, please let me know in my inboxes, DMs. I'm gonna put my Instagram at the bottom. With that being said, please like, subscribe, and please punch that notification button. Please turn it on. But turn it on. Hey, not turn it off. Nah, but turn it on. Yeah, not turn it on.